I did the #1 thing any married man should never do. And I told my in-laws about my ex-girlfriends. I'm sorry.
What I'm just a little shocked about is the fact that my parents were very interested in these stories.
Very. So they were super curious about it, and like literally I was telling them about every story. In my senior year of high school, I was getting all the main parts and all the musicals, theater shows, everything. And the girl that was getting all the parts, there's so many like kissing scenes on stage and things. Yeah, literally as I was telling some of the stories, I was ready to stop after a few like sentences. And then Bubba was like,
oh, with
yeah!
Oh, wow, you kiss her.
On stage, in front of the audience, in front of like my whole family, everything.
They had follow-up questions. They were just like really invested in Reza's deep, dark past.
So this is when things got weird. So I'm telling about all these crazy stories, like running, like
Reza literally sneaking out of his house multiple times in the rain, running miles to find his girlfriend waiting for him.
So then one time, Burroughs saw him because he saw there was like shoes right by the window outside in the chimney on the back porch. And he's like, he saw me, he's like, did you sneak out? And I was like, and at the time he was like my parents' like assistant. He was like, and he's like, did you sneak out? I'm like, no, he's like, I fucking saw you did. He like punched me so many times, so hard.
You punched him.
He's like, you don't understand, like,
He just
he said, boo, 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 boo. I was like, oh. He's like, literally, like, you lost all their trust. It's gonna take years for you to build their trust back. All this kind of stuff.
But yeah, snuck out of the house, did stupid things. But I told them, they found it so interesting. But then Puja's mummy, bad mummy, she was like, let's call Irfan and tell him all this stuff.
Like, she's basically like, let's prank them.
Maybe I need to call them now. Okay, Guju Puri is here. Come on in. There's a really good conversation going on.
Yeah, she wanted to prank my dad because these are all things that like happened in the past that like nobody talks about. And even the fact that we're talking about this on YouTube, I know in the Desi community, like this is always off limits, but I love you guys and you guys are in my inner circle now, so we're gonna talk about it. So then Mummy calls and Mummy's like, she kind of lacked a ton of grace in the way that she went about this. She was kind of just like,
Hello?
Hi. Who is man?
and then my dad's like,
What? Who is
Do you think when she first said,
Thousand.
You remember?
Bro, that name is literally just like the biggest trigger for my dad. He just hears it goes, bro, that name only has one place in my dad's mind, and that is just a very dark time when Reza was being an idiot. So literally she said, he's like,
Yeah, who is hang up?
and I'm like cracking up because legit, like, I knew my dad would be defending me. She's like, no, we found out about it. And like, when Reza was sneaking out, like, why didn't you tell us or something like that? She was like, kind of accused my dad. He's like,
Reza is badly in love with your daughter.
look at this, he's trying to defend
Oh my god!
we know in fun. We just having
We're
like
just having fun and fun.
We're like talking right now. We're just like,
and he starts like defending me.
I know my two innocent boys following love with they're so young and they got married.
This is getting so weird. I knew he would try to defend us.
And then Reza following love with Puja, he's married.
And like, obviously we're all laughing, but like Mummy keeps asking, she keeps pushing
Yes.
the envelope.
I know how to remind you who's just go to a guest room and look at your window. तुम्हारी window देखो. Like in
he's
your
good at the hiding.
in your guest room, look at your window. Why it's broke?
She's like actually making it very like serious, and I'm cringing so hard during this call. Like,
Yeah.
I'm cringing.
Yeah, Puja's very uncomfortable. Even Bappu started getting really uncomfortable. But I'm kind of just like smiling. I'm
And my
like,
mom's
whatever.
just laughing.
And she keeps like, even when it gets like awkward to the point where you would probably just stop the prank, she keeps going. And she's like, no, yeah, like when he snuck out and this. And then my dad's like, what? I don't know about, what are you talking about? The sneaking out of the window? No, my son loves your daughter.
Yeah, you just
Let
kept
me-
coming back to that.
Reza and Puja, they paid for each other.
Of course
Of
they
course,
did.
of
Of
course.
course.
We're having fun.
We love.
We love
this was-
Reza.
We-
Reza is like my Beto, man.
It was a prank call.
And I was just like, this is getting so cringy. And then like you could hear in the back, but I think eventually like they broke.
It was just a prank call, man.
Bro,
He's garbage. Just kidding. This is like a prank.
and then like I was telling like, oh, like we were talking about our past, and I was like talking about this, and my mom was just like, why? Like, why are you bringing that up? She was getting like super like just like embarrassed and like just didn't want me to bring it up because like in all honesty, in like 99.999% of families, especially in Desi South Asian culture, you would never bring this stuff up.
No, you
Some
wouldn't.
people don't even bring up their pasts to their significant other.
No, it's true. And so bringing it up to your in-laws who are still desi is like, what? Who in your right mind does that?
Nobody. So we were literally laughing as we are talking about it. I remember like, mommy was just like,
This is first time in the world happening that son-in-law telling father-in-law.
His girlfriend.
I'm telling you, this is first time I ever heard. I mean, how open
With no
relationship we
shame.
have it.
that's
Besharam.
such a fantastic.
Besharam.
So crazy. That was just like a one of those normal dinners we had at my parents' house, and it turned into the juiciest, cringiest, craziest conversation.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. But honestly, like at the same time, like they're just like so fun. Like we're so close. We have such a good vibe, good trust with each other that like there's a reason why I felt comfortable to even talk about
Yeah.
those like things and details, and like they honestly just thought it was like an interesting movie.
Yeah, because they like are so interested in like the person that Reza is, so they're like, whoa, Reza has a past, or Reza has details that we don't know about.
Oh,
so
God.
that is hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And then like pretty much like the little prank where mommy called my dad, that just ended with my dad like,
It was a we
It's a
did.
prank.
He's a madly in love with your daughter. And I've never
Say it's a
seen
prank.
And from we just did a prank call. That's all.
I'm like, thank you, Baba, for like defending me.
That's really sweet, but
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Hope you guys found the video quite entertaining, and now you guys know a little bit about my past chichora self. And I hope you guys don't judge me for it.
Yeah.
I'm a much better man now. I'm a family man. I'm a father. And a husband.
He's a good boy.
Give this video a big thumbs up if you think I'm a naughty boy.
What? Yana Laskala minded.
Comment whatever part you found most hilarious, because this is a pretty interesting, unique story. And yeah, thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks so much for being here. We love you so much. Without further ado, I'm Reza.
I'm Puja.
Cher is sleeping, and we're signing off.